I'm Alessandra with RevZilla, and today we're going to take a look at the Alpinestars Courtney riding jeans available at RevZilla.com. So the Alpinestars Courtney riding jeans are going to be a light riding, commuting style jean that has a classic look available from Alpinestars. Now, these jeans are going to be a main cotton construction with a little bit of elastomeric, so they actually have a bit of stretch in them, and they're going to have some armor at the knees as well as some Kevlar reinforcements at the side and the knees too. Now, before we get into the main construction and all the details, a quick note about sizing. So Lily to my left, she's 5'4", 140 pounds with a 29-inch waist, and she's wearing a size 29, and they fit her pretty well. But what I will say is they're also pretty snug. So that's something to keep in mind when you're looking at the sizing. If you're in between sizing and you're on the curvier side, especially curvier in the rear, I would definitely size up. Or if you're pretty curvy and you know that you need a little bit of extra room, I would actually have a look at the Alpinestars Daisies. They're definitely a little bit more curvy friendly, whereas these, they definitely have stretch, but they're a little bit low rise, which is not always very forgiving when you're in a riding position for someone with hips. So let's get into the details of the jeans. So if you start at the top here, you'll see like a normal 5-pocket design with some belt loops, which is nice. They really just have that classic look. But the one thing that I called out earlier that I'll kind of just, mention again to really drive it home is that this is definitely a bit of a lower rise. Not super low rise, but definitely lower than mid. And when you're on a bike in the front, that doesn't really matter, but in the back, it can give you a little bit less coverage, which for me personally, I like a higher rise jeans. I like a little bit of coverage. So that's something to keep in mind when you're shopping for jeans and when you're looking at these specifically. Now, down the front here, you'll see that these are the lighter wash of the two colors that are available. There's also a dark rinse, but it has really kind of natural denim look to it. Then at the knees here, you'll kind of notice a little bit, especially on the left side here where we have the armor, that there's armor in place. On the right side, we didn't put the armor in just to show you what it looks like. Now, here's kind of one other thing that I would note about these jeans, and it's that this armor is not super flexible. It's level 1, so it's awesome that it protects you, but because it's not super flexible and form-fitting, it sticks out a little bit on the sides, which I find to be a little bit obtrusive. But this is a pocket on the inside where this armor goes, so if you have D3O from like another jacket another pair of pants, you can just easily slip it in there and have something that's maybe a little bit more form-fitting and a little bit more comfortable. And then you also have the Kevlar backing underneath the denim over the knees here to give you some additional abrasion resistance. Now at the cuff here, these are a little bit long on Lily. I believe they're around the 32-inch inseam mark. She has them cuffed, but they're really easily hemmable. So if you don't like the rolled look and you want to get them hemmed, that's something you can do as well. Now Lily, turn to the side for me, please. So along the side, again, you can kind of see that it has like a nice silhouette, especially here without the knee armor in. Along the side, what you don't see is that there's actually Kevlar backing on the inside of the denim here, which is a really nice touch, right? Because the sides are an impact area. A lot of people don't back the seams, which is really a risk if you were to go down off of the bike. So having that is really nice. Now, Lily, go ahead and turn to the back for me. So the back of the jeans are really just a classic design. Again, you have your pockets here, belt loops. I would have loved to see a slightly higher rise. If you're not super curvy though, they probably will rise a little bit more, so that's something to keep in mind as well. The one miss for the back here that you don't see, but I know, is that I would love to have seen a little bit of Kevlar reinforcement at the seat area. That's pretty typical in most riding jeans. It's something that Alpinestars didn't wind up doing for this particular jean, but again, just a personal preference for me. I like to have that full seat coverage. So Lily, go ahead and turn to the front for me. So all in all, what they're really going for is a classic jean for some light riding. It has minimal branding, and it really just has like a nice denim feel to it. In terms of moto application, you have a bit of reinforcement from the Kevlar and a bit of armor. I would have liked to see a little bit more reflective as well. But all in all, for around the $200 price point, they're a pretty solid option if you're just getting into riding and you just want something with a little bit more protection. Now, that's my opinion, but if you want to see what other women have to say about the Alpinestars Courtney riding jeans, click the info button on your desktop or mobile device and see what they're saying in the reviews at RevZilla.com. If you want to speak to one of our lady gear geeks, give us a call at 877-792-9455 or shoot us an email at cs@revzilla.com. Thanks for taking a look at the Alpinestars Courtney riding jeans. I'm Alessandra. I'll see you on the road.